Hello, my name is Chris, and today I've got a question for you, which is, when it comes to leading the life that you want to lead, when it comes to setting out to achieve the things that you want to achieve, what are you waiting for? Today we're out here in front of this apple tree. Any minute now one of these apples is going to fall and bop me on the head, and I'll discover gravity and become famous. Actually, I think somebody may have already beat me to that. But this week I've learned a valuable lesson because of this apple tree, and I wanted to share it with you today. Okay, we're in my parents' back garden. This is my parents' apple tree, and as summer arrived and summer came and the fruit began to grow on the tree behind me, my dad says to me, okay, the fruit is growing on the tree, the apples are looking really good this year. If you want to, come down and pick some apples and take them away, and you'll have all this fresh, delicious fruit to eat anytime you like. I thought, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. I'll go to my parents and I'll pick these apples and I'll have this fresh, delicious, yummy fruit to eat. And then I didn't act on it. And the best part is that I come down here quite regularly, and I've been coming down every week over summer to mow my parents' lawn and to help them around the garden. And I keep walking past this apple tree. I'm thinking, okay, next time I'll give myself a little more time during the day, and I'll bring something with me, and I'll collect all these delicious, yummy apples, and I'll take them home. I'll have all this great fruit to eat. And every time I do that, and every time I just didn't act, I never came and I never collected the apples. And then I came down here this morning. I'm looking after the house for the day, and I'm sat outside having my tea, and I look over at the apple tree and I realise that all these apples now, the wasps have gotten to them. The wasps have burrowed their way inside the fruit. There's probably maggots and all kinds of horrible things in that fruit. So I'm pretty sure that's a wasp's nest over there, which probably makes making this video a little dangerous. And the point is, I can't now pick this fruit. I've wasted that opportunity. I've left it far too late to pick the fruit. So I could have had all this fresh, delicious fruit, and now I don't, because I didn't bother acting when I should have acted. And then there was this weird synchronicity thing that happened today, is that not long after I sat out here staring at this apple thinking, man, I really should have acted when I had the chance, I got a text message from someone inviting me to take part in something that I've wanted to take part in for a long time, but it's tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. And my first instinct is to say, well, this thing will come along again. Tomorrow I had other things I wanted to do tomorrow, so I'll just tell them I can't make it, I'll do the other thing, and then I'll do this thing I've been invited to. It's basically a course to help me on my new career path. I'll just do that some other time. And then I thought, no, because this is the apples again. I've been given this opportunity now, I have this chance. Now I should take it before it's too late. So I said yes, and I'm going on this thing tomorrow. What does this have to do with anything? I'm going to take you inside because it's a little bit loud out here. So I'm going to take you inside and explain why this matters and why I decided to make this video. Okay, so we're indoors, it's nice and quiet. I don't have to shout at you anymore. But I do have to say this, that I had this experience, with the fruit on the apple tree, and it was like I had this opportunity to do something positive, to bring something positive into my life, and that opportunity is now gone. I can't do that, I can't bring that positive thing into my life anymore. It's too late. And it made me think of all the other things in life where, if I don't act now, if I don't seize the opportunity, if I don't seize the moment, if I don't take action, it may be too late. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, then hello and welcome. I spend a lot of my time talking to my YouTube friends about my experiences with quitting smoking and sharing those experiences in the hope that other people have an easier time quitting smoking than I did. And through the course of making these videos, every now and again I'll speak to someone who has found me on YouTube, not because they're quitting, but because they've just got the idea that maybe they should quit, but they're not quite ready yet. They haven't taken any action. They're still smoking. I'm just thinking, yeah, okay, one day I'll get round to quitting smoking. And it made me think of those people, and it made me want to ask, what are you waiting for? My regular viewers will know that I'm not the sort of person to flick my camera on and say to you, if you don't quit smoking right now, you will get cancer and you will die, so you have to stop smoking. Not at all. That's not what I'm about. What I'm here to say is, if you want to quit smoking, then I'll hold your hand every way, we'll get through it. But just because that's not what I focus on doesn't mean that that doesn't happen. People do get cancer, they do get heart disease, they do get lung disease, they do die because of smoking. And there is no, what's the word? There's no benchmark or milestone that we have to get to for that to happen. It's not like anyone can say to you, okay, you can smoke 9,999 cigarettes and you'll be fine. But if you smoke that 10,000th cigarette, that's going to trigger the cancer. Nobody's going to say to you, you can smoke 500 cigarettes and be fine, but if you have 501 cigarettes, then you're going to get heart disease. Nobody knows when that is going to happen. It could be, you might smoke for another 5 years and be fine. It might be that the next cigarette you light up causes that cancer. And again, I'm not saying this to scare anybody, please, that's not what I'm about. I'm just saying that, that it is a possibility. And right now, if you haven't quit smoking and you're only thinking of doing so, you have this opportunity now to quit before that happens. You have the opportunity to quit before the damage is done. You keep leaving it any longer, it may be too late. For me, I wasted that opportunity, and all I don't get is I don't get some apples. But for you, it may be you don't take this opportunity now when you have it, and you have something far worse than a lack of fruit. And of course, it doesn't just apply to quitting smoking. It may be that you watch my videos and you've already quit and you're doing great, and to which I say congratulations, that's awesome. And now you're thinking, okay, now what? Now that I've quit smoking, I'd like to join the gym, or I'd like to take up running, or I'd like to change career, or to book a trip somewhere, or to ask that person out that I really like, because now they don't hate me because I don't stink of smoke. It could be any one of a million things that is going through your mind, thinking, I'd love to do that. I should do that. And to you, I ask you, what are you waiting for? Because you never know when that opportunity may pass. If it is taking exercise or losing weight or starting to run, you never know what may happen in the future that might prevent you from doing that. If you want to take that trip or ask that person out, any number of things could get in the way eventually that mean that you no longer have that opportunity. So if you have that opportunity now, it is worth taking before it is too late. Now, what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying go and take a load of really crazy, dangerous, insane risks and just throw caution to the wind in every situation. I'm not saying that if you've been thinking, do you know what, I'd really like to try skydiving, so I'm just going to go and book on the first flight available and throw myself out of the plane. I'm not saying that, please don't do that, and if you do that, please don't say you did it because I told you. But what I am saying is that quite often the risk of not taking action far outweighs the risk of taking action. You know, for me, the risk of not taking action and picking that fruit from the tree was very slight. You know, if I don't pick the fruit, then I don't have fresh, delicious fruit. That's okay. I can just go to the store. I can buy an apple. I'm fine. But with other things, the risk of not taking action is more severe. Let's use the example of there's a girl that I really, really like. And, you know, the risk of me telling this girl, look, I really, really like you and I want to be with you, is that she might say, you know, no, spend time with you, no, you know, and she might reject me. And then I'll be embarrassed, I'll be upset. But I'll get over it and it'll be okay, and there'll be other girls and things will happen. That's the risk of me taking that action. The risk of me not taking action is that this girl might be the absolute love of my life, the person that I'm destined to be with forever, and I don't get to find that out because I don't get off my ass and go and ask her, you know, do you like me too, or do you just want to go and get coffee? Again, coming back to smoking, the risk of me taking action on quitting smoking is that it might be tough, and that I might fail from time to time, or you know, that I might go through painful withdrawals. But the risk of me not taking action is that the next cigarette I have could be the one that triggers the cancer or triggers the heart disease. The risk of me not taking action is that every cigarette I take then becomes a gamble on my life. The risk of me taking action in starting an exercise program is that it might hurt and it might be tiring, and I might suck at it for a while. You know, I started running again this year after years of not running because of something that I had problems with my knee. And at first it was terrible. I could barely do a mile, and I was like, this, you know, this is awful. But now, you know, because I didn't sit there and say, well, okay, that run sucked, so I'm not going to, so I'm never going to do it again, because the risk of me not doing it again. The risk of me doing it again is that it's going to be tough and painful and it's going to suck. But the risk of me not doing it is that I'm never going to get better. You know, and now I've done a lot better. I'm doing another 10k, probably, you know, tomorrow. By the time I put this video out, it's going to be the 10k is going to be tomorrow. If the risk of not taking action far outweighs the risk of taking action, as it does with a lot of things, then it's time to ask, what am I waiting for? And you know, the ironic thing about all of this is that I was out there this morning and I saw the apple tree and I had this epiphany. Yeah, let's call it an epiphany that, you know, damn, there's a wasted opportunity. I can make a video about this. Yes, I'm going to make a video about this. But first I'm going to go and do something else, and then I'm going to come back and make this video. And wouldn't you know it, when I came back to make the video, I mean, you saw in that first clip, it was quite noisy out there because the garden is by a busy road. But there was like some kind of truck parked next to the garden that was just so loud, I just couldn't even think of making a video out there. So I didn't act when I had that thing of I should do this now, you know, and then I couldn't make the video and I had to come back later, you know. So all kinds of weird synchronicities going on that have taught me a valuable lesson, that if I can act, and if the risk of not acting far outweighs the risk of acting, then I should take it. I hope this has been helpful to you in some way. Please do let me know in the comments down below how you're getting on with your journey. What is the one thing that you're holding back on doing? Is it quitting smoking? Is it asking someone out? What is the one thing that you're not taking action on that you really wish you could? and what do you think you might need to be able to take that action. As always, likes and shares are very much appreciated, as are questions and suggestions for future videos. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please do let me know. For more videos like this on a weekly basis, please do consider subscribing. And with that, I will wish you a very good day. I'll see you next time.